Geeks Tribunal, eternal, forever.
Yo, Tribunal salute to all the cool geeks out there. I appreciate y'all for keeping the comment section lit. Help the channel to grow. Want to keep bringing y'all all the dope new news that's dropping. A lot of big things going on out here, so I got a lot to talk to y'all about. So keep the likes, the shares, the subscriptions coming. Salute to all the new subscribers. Welcome to the Tribunal. Cool geeks in the building. So we know what time it is. What's going on right now? Comics, hip hop. There's a merger happening. Can't stop this thing right now. It's a lot going on. We got Mass Appeal Nas. We touched on that. Now we got Redman, Reggie Noble, another classic 90s rapper still doing this thing, reinventing himself through comics. And he has classic albums. You should know him. The Blackout album, he and Meth, his own albums, the album, There's a Dark Side, my personal favorite, 1996, Muddy Waters, and then he's had some others after that. So we're definitely happy to see him doing well, and let's see what Red's cooking up. You know what I'm saying? He got bars. Plus, he's been dropping a lot of freestyles lately within the last year, like Red.
Now I never made it. You can love it or hate it. I'm just getting started. My enemy want blood, so I'm wearing garlic. Strapped with a vest.
His off the dome freestyles is sharp. His pen has always been sharp, and it's always, gone more than just bars. But like he makes like classic hits. So let's see. So this is straight out of Pop Verse. So let's see what's popping. The rapper Redman is coming to New York Comic Con 2025 with Vault Comics and bringing Muddy Waters 2. You expect stars from comics, movies, TV, anime, literary, and gaming at a massive 5-day event that is New York Comic Con. But what about rap? The crossover you never knew you needed is happening Saturday, October 11th at New York Comic Con 2025, and it's the rapper Redman making his Comic Con and comic debut. Now, personally, I knew I needed this because to me, growing up, listening to a lot of these guys, they were always superheroes, so it just made sense, you know what I'm saying? But it's the way it's forming together is super ill, so I'm definitely loving it, and I'm trying to soak it all in. So let's continue with the article. Newark's own Redman will join Vault Comics for his first ever New York Comic Con on Saturday, October 11th. The rapper will be there to meet fans and get the word out about his new graphic novel, Muddy Waters 2. Out now, the comic is based on his 2024 album of the same name, which is a thematic sequel to his classic 1996 record, Muddy Waters. Red still got it, you know what I'm saying? So definitely check the album out if you haven't already. I'm making my first ever appearance at New York Comic Con, and I'm bringing my new Muddy Waters 2 graphic novel with me, says Redman in his announcement. You can find me at Vault Comics booth on Saturday, and I would be more excited to have Muddy Waters 2 take over New York Comic Con. Vault Comics New York Comic Con 2025 booth will be at number 4351. Look for Redman's schedule to be announced by Vault closer to the event. Muddy Waters 2, the graphic novel, is inspired by the album that is a bit of humor. You know Redman from his classic movie How High, following Doc, a man who has invited a soil that allows plants to grow at hyper speed, but only when the right music is played. So if you know anything about growing plants, or people that are into growing plants, having plants in their home, they always say like the plant grows better when you speak to it. So I can only imagine if you add a melody to it with, some dope lyrics, like that plant is going to turn into a whole tree. So the article continues, you can guess what the right music is. All right. Hip hop, rap. And you can guess what kind of plant Doc wants to grow. We already know how he get down. So my man stayed how high. We'll give you a hint. Weed. Exactly. So Muddy Waters 2, the graphic novel, is written by Redman and Ben Katzner with art by Gio Gant. colorist Fred C. Stressing, and lettering by Ann World Design. Vault Comics' secret weapon, Tim Daniel, designed the whole package. It's an honor to have Redman join us at New York Comic Con, says Vault CEO Damian Wassel. We get to bring a New Works legend to New York's biggest pop culture event. It doesn't get much cooler than that. Cool geek stuff. New York Comic Con 2025 begins Wednesday, October 8th for pros and runs October 9th through the 12th for the general public. So, Doc's the name, so we're going to follow a character named Doc. That's been his thing along with the Superman lover, so I guess that even makes more sense. So throughout his albums, he's always had these cool skits called Superman Lover 1, 2, 3, and then it's just going on and on and on. He's a dope MC. I can't imagine he's going to do anything whack. He's never disappointed, so I know Redman's going to come through with it. And like I said, I'm just, happy and proud of all of these guys for keeping it going, being able to reinvent themselves, finding a fountain of youth creatively. And some of them look like they don't really age, like these guys, I don't think they all die in their beards, you know what I mean? But I think that a lot of them, have found, they're creators. So they're going to create, and you make it something new, it keeps you young. And the fans need it. We haven't been fed with great lyricism. So to get that back and to have the album drop, Muddy Waters 2, all of the freestyles he's been doing, like I mentioned before, Mass Appeal, and all of the artists coming out of there, Mobb Deep, Raekwon, Ghostface, rest in peace, Big L, bring in some verses by him. Rest in peace, Prodigy. They bring in verses by him back. We got, and they're new. It's new music. These guys were putting in work. We have De La Soul, Slick Rick, who's still around doing his thing. The Ruler's back. So it's a lot. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot going on. And, I want to get into doing another video on, showing a lot of props to DMC, because all of these guys getting into the comic realm, DMC been doing it from Run DMC. DMC makes comics, check New York Comic Con. So, and he's there all weekend. So definitely want to shout all of these guys following their reinvented careers. So keep the comments coming. Let me know what you think. How you feeling about this resurgence of old rappers doing new things? And we're gonna keep chopping it up. We're gonna keep bringing it to you. So Tribunal salute. Cool geek, you know what it is. I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.
Superman, within our souls to survive. Don't you wish you were Superman?